in search of the world's best worst movies. This is Crumb Bombs Radio. Your host Nogood and Scooby.
Aww.
Hello, welcome back to Crumb Bombs. This is your host Nogood, and I'm accompanied by my fellow friend Scooby.
What's up, guys? Gail.
Happy Halloween! This is our Halloween episode. For this holiday, we're going to be covering this movie that Scooby found. It's called Trick or Treat, released in 2009, and stars our hot sensation Anna Paquin. Barely.
Barely?
Yeah, it only comes out like maybe, I don't know, a quarter of the movie.
Yeah, well, there's so basically this movie is, it's 4 stories within like a small town or area. For some people it might be kind of hard to follow, but I personally like this type of movie where it's like, there's a time frame, like of the day, and it jumps around from each different story, from each different 4 stories, bouncing back and forth, kind of interlacing them. So like you'll be watching one storyline and you'll see someone from another storyline like walk through the scene or something like that. Just kind of make a connection between all 4. So there was the one with the husband and the wife, and then there's another one where it's basically a group of kids.
The kids, yeah, they're doing the typical thing, going to a haunted place to tell a story.
Yeah. And then there's the kind of college-ish young women that are kind
girls.
Frat girls, kind of party girls. And then there's like the older gentlemen that are kind of...
They make them out to be like the Scrooge of Christmas, but in this case for Halloween.
Well, him and then like the principal dude is kind of interlaced with that too, but he's interlaced with the whole girls, like the frat girl thing. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to create spoilers, but basically one other thing is throughout all these scenes there's one other, I guess you would call it entity, that pops up, and that would be Sam, who is basically looks like a little kid in a costume, wearing like orange kind of jumpsuit pajamas or footy pajamas, and then he's got like a burlap sack over his head that's got like stitching in it for eyes and a mouth. And he shows up in every single scenario at least once, and he kind of comes across as like the spirit of Halloween in a way. What do you think about that, Nick? What do you think his character was supposed to represent? Or?
Yeah, he's kind of like the devil in the background watching his work being done when, people are just doing horrible things. I guess just watching his work be done. I don't know.
I mean, to me it seemed like, because there was times where this little character killed people, and there was other times where this little character let people live. So it kind of came across to me as like if people were following Halloween's traditions and kind of guidelines, he'd leave you alone, but if you like were going against the guidelines and traditions of Halloween, that's when he would jump in and like kind of make an example of you in a way. Going on some reviews in this, it's gotten really, really great reviews actually. Dread Central gave it a 5 out of 5 and rated it up alongside John Carpenter's Halloween. I don't think it's much of a true scary horror flick as much as it is more of like kind of a semi-historical, I guess, background of Halloween in a way. I mean, there's a little bit of gore, a little bit of blood, but it's not like over the top. Rotten Tomatoes average rating is 7.5 out of 10. I mean, it's getting really good reviews, so I mean, if you're a person that's into Halloween and that kind of stuff, yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth checking out.
What did you think about it?
I thought it was good. I liked it. I mean, I don't know if it's something that I would watch annually, but it's something that I'll probably watch again.
Yeah, I agree. Now that you explained the ending a little better to me, it was kind of like I said before, when I didn't understand the ending, when you explained to me A to B, it was kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, that's really actually pretty clever.
Yeah, I mean, it's in a way, I kind of look at this movie to be made in a way, and I know it's kind of maybe not a perfect example, but it reminded me of kind of a Pulp Fiction type movie, because the beginning is the end.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's kind of the way how Pulp Fiction did is, you know, the first scene is basically kind of toward the last few scenes of the movie.
Yeah.
And then they kind of start there, and then they kind of show you how it got to that point, and so on and so forth. So
It's a circle of events.
Yep.
So, if you guys are streaming on Netflix, it's available now. I don't know for how much longer. Now's the time to watch it, I guess, since it's in season.
Yeah.
And tell us what you think about it. Subscribe to our channel and subscribe to our blog, because we're blogging all the time. Like us on Facebook and all that Twittering crap.
We're Crumbums at Facebook, and then we're
Come on, Scooby, come on. What are we?
Yeah, find the website, man. Killing me.
You should know your own website. Come on.
So then we're also Crumbums at WordPress.com.
Are we coming close to an end, or?
Yeah, 16 minutes.
What the hell?
What?
You're so fired.
Well, there was like pauses
Yeah.
and stuff I figured you'd want to cut out, so I kind of let
Like
go.
all of it?
Possibly. You can do some editing on this, right?
Dude, I'm about to work hard on this editing. I need to start getting paid.
Should I end it then?
Huh?
Should I end it?
I thought it already did.